Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this afternoon edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this afternoon, so let's begin. First up, coronavirus disease, COVID-19 in New Hampshire, what you need to know. Let's take a look. And here is that COVID-19 in New Hampshire for all of you, what you need to know. There are 479 number of people in New Hampshire who have tested positive from COVID-19. 1,041,841 number of people worldwide who have tested positive. 5 number of deaths from COVID-19 in New Hampshire. 73 number of people hospitalized with COVID-19 in New Hampshire, and 5,810 number of deaths from COVID-19 in the United States. This map of New Hampshire shows each town and city that have COVID-19 cases. For example, you have Manchester, 63 cases. If you want to see this map and see this data, we will share it with you on the Riley King Network Facebook page after the broadcast. And take a look at this graph right here. New cases each day in New Hampshire. In the purple are daily new positive COVID-19 cases. In the orange, new hospitalizations. And in the red are the deaths. Your common symptoms: fever, cough, and difficult breathing. How it spreads, and prevention tips. And be sure to stay with the Riley King Network for all the latest of your COVID-19 information. 5th death in New Hampshire attributed to COVID-19. 64 other cases announced by DHHS. 10 new patients hospitalized, state officials say. Let's take a listen to that video from WR News 9.
Burst out the door when it matters most. For more than a decade, he's been right there, everywhere. And when American jobs are on the line, he leads the charge. ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir is America's most watched newscast, and we thank you.
Some breaking news now on coronavirus in New Hampshire. DHHS has just announced a 5th death. The man lived in Hillsborough County and was under the age of 60, did have underlying medical conditions. 64 new cases were announced today, bringing the total now to 479. 101 people have recovered.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Strong ocean storm causes coastal flooding in Hampton and Seabrook. Significant splashover, minor flooding reported. Take a look at this photo from Brown's Lobster Restaurant in Seabrook. As you can see, their parking lot is flooded again. A powerful storm offshore continued to send bands of rain and gusty winds to New Hampshire coastline Friday morning, causing some flooding. Ocean waters flooded portions of Hampton and Seabrook, including the area around the popular restaurants Brown's Lobster Pound and Marquis Lobster Pool. The storm, which has been affecting the state's weather since early Thursday, slowly took an orthodox path in edging closer to New England from east to west, bringing up to big waves in the process. The National Weather Service put a coastal flood warning into effect from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. around the time Hampton Beach's 7:23 a.m. high tide, for the potential for minor flooding, a significant splash over. According to New Hampshire Department of Safety, drivers who encounter flooding are advised to never travel through it, adjust their speed for the road conditions, and pay attention to weather alerts and guidance from local officials. Moderate to locally significant beach erosion was expected because of large breaking waves. The next high tide is for Hampton Beach is at 8:13 p.m. tonight. Crews resuming search for man in Merrimack River. 911 caller told first responders man suffered medical emergency, officials say. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Yes. Yeah, I received all the flooring samples today. I love all of the options. Are they all seriously pet-friendly and water-resistant? With Wayfair's flooring experts on hand, you can find stylish, high-quality flooring that checks all of your boxes.
Search crews will resume efforts this morning to find a missing man in Manchester. A 911 caller reported the man in the Merrimack River around midnight last night. He was last seen floating downriver south of Granite Street. Several search teams couldn't find him last night and will retry today.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Dow falls more than 300 points in volatile trading on Wall Street continues. Stocks fell on Friday to end another volatile week of trading, presumed by a spike in the coronavirus-related deaths in New York, while investors designated a dismal U.S. jobs report. And coronavirus live update. New York City morgues are almost full and monitoring death toll. At least 202,935 people have died in New York City, in New York State. A pandemic of the novel coronavirus has now killed at least 6,068 people in the United States, while more than 245,000 diagnosed cases of COVID-19 in the U.S. has by far the highest national tally in the world, according to data compiled by the Center for Systems Science and Engineering at Johns Hopkins University. The new respiratory virus, which causes an illness known officially as COVID-19, has spread to every continent except Antarctica since it was first detected in China in December. More than 1 million people worldwide have been diagnosed with the disease. The actual number is believed to be much higher due to testing shortages, many unreported cases, and suspicious that some governments are hiding the scope of their nation's outbreak. Over 55,000 have died across the globe, and at least 221,000 people have recovered. Today's biggest developments. U.S. death toll tops 1,000. Global launches community mobility reports during pandemic. New York City morgues are running out of space. U.S. cuts 701K jobs in March. Unemployment rate jumped to 4.4%. And that does it for this afternoon edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your afternoon. I'll see you back here later on today for another newscast. And I'll have a news report coming up in a little bit. Goodbye, everyone.